I get asked all the time, like, how did you get to this place? Like, how did you get to this place? And I walked through a lot of levels of success with my business. And I was told by a lot of people how God used my business to mirror and show me what ministry would be like. And I couldn't understand it at that time. But the things that I went through with Dare to Have Hair, not even realizing, even in that, it was the making and the breaking of me getting to this place. Because when I first started my business, I started it from a sincere place where I wanted to bring income into my home. I wanted to help my husband. I seen, a struggle, but me walking into that place and not fully being healed, I started leaning into my own ability and my own success, but yet still have to walk in levels of vulnerability where if my product wasn't right, it wasn't good. I had to have conversations with people, not in a confrontational way that is bad, but in a place of exposure where I had to make it right if I wanted my business to be successful. Not realizing that all of these things were teaching me for things that later now I'm walking in, where I had to either reimburse them, get them a better product, bring some type of resolution and fixing something that if I wanted to grow in, not realizing that doing all of those things, it was putting me in a place to have my business grow more and more. Where I started with $300. I shared this testimony before, and before the year, I ended up making $370,000 because I had to be put in places and spaces to confront things that were uncomfortable, apologize even when I didn't like it or want to. And it wasn't necessarily apology in my heart, but again, it was teaching me humility of having conversations with people and making it right. And me thinking from the perspective of this is the right thing to do business, not seeing that even in areas where I was being trained in my abuse, God was using my business to train me to walk some things out that later I would use even to be able to walk to the space of this podcast, because it took endurance.